Marvel's new TV show Moon Knight has just dropped. In it, Oscar Isaac plays a character with dissociative identity disorder. This got me thinking, which method acting techniques does Oscar Isaac apply when playing multiple characters and personalities? Let's find out. Hello, welcome to Organic Acting. Active listening is a big part of method acting and acting in general. Listening, responding, reacting, they're all key components of the method. In Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac shows us Stephen Grant, a mild-mannered museum gift shop employee struggling with gaps in his memory and a sudden awareness of a life or lives living within him. It's truly incredible to see Oscar Isaac responding truthfully as Grant. The shock as he finds himself lost and dislocated in time and space. Suddenly aware there are parts of his consciousness that are not his own. Isaac expertly uses his imagination to respond truthfully to these dramatic circumstances. Perhaps even using the magic if to measure his responses to each escalating event and ask himself, how would I respond if this were really happening? But it's Isaac's performance when responding to his alter ego Mark Spector that shows the greatest example of active listening. Isaac performed each of the conversations between Stephen and Mark with his brother, actor Michael Hernandez, with his brother feeding his lines off camera. What better way of responding truthfully than having a real person, a brother even, playing opposite you as your alter ego? Genius! Interesting one this. A big part of the method is mastering character voice, pitch, pace, tone. In Moon Knight, Stephen Grant is portrayed as a working-class Londoner with a typical London accent.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Honestly, at first I wasn't a big fan of Oscar Isaac's choice of accent here. The first few scenes of Moon Knight are very Mary Poppins. But as time progresses, the Stephen Grant voice gets better, more refined. Surely this shows that Oscar Isaac had the care to put in the time and, like any good method actor, work hard to perfect specific elements of his character. There is perhaps one defining element of method acting, and that is extensive research. In preparation for the role, aware he would be playing multiple personalities, Oscar Isaac researched dissociative identity disorder and even spoke to mental health professionals about the condition. Rather than just learn his lines and fake it, the actor wanted to understand the subject, invest in the subject matter. He wanted to empathize. Empathy, putting yourself in another character's shoes, is a big part of the method. We only got to see two of Mark Spector's identities in the first episode of Moon Knight, but what we did see shows Isaac's mastery of an important method technique: physicalization. All characters are physically different. Their body shapes, posture, gait, or the way they move from A to B are all contrasting. A good method actor knows this and spends time on physicalization, working on their character from the top of their head all the way down to their toes. Look at Stephen Grant's physicality. Indirect, nervous, jittery, fast-paced, hunched shoulders, his eyes occasionally avoiding contact with others. Then, in stark contrast, we have Mark Spector, direct, confident, commanding. The fact that Oscar Isaac only has a brief moment to introduce both characters in a contained scene and makes them both unique and nuanced shows that he has a fine grasp of the method and is able to transform in front of an audience's eyes. Furthermore, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the stories other characters brought to life in future episodes, all through method acting techniques. Enjoy this video? A like, share, or a subscribe would be much appreciated. And if you want to learn more about method acting, click on one of these videos.